welcome back to Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy, and now we are going to make for you an old-fashioned featuring Tru Gin. This is going to be a true pleasure because this is such a fine spirit, and if you ever watched the review that we did for it, you'll understand why. But to do this, we're going to need 2 ounces of this amazing spirit, 2 dashes of our Angostura, and rather than using a sugar cube, which you can use, we're going to use a 1/4 ounce simple syrup, and here's why. Now there's all kinds of different ways that everybody makes their old fashions. I'm going to use an old method. And the reason I'm going to use simple syrup is because it more readily dilutes itself in the drink. Now you can muddle that if you like, but you're just going to have to stir a lot longer in order to get that sugar all throughout your old fashioned, rather than using a 1/4 ounce. A 1/4 ounce is good. You adjust that based on how much you like, but a 1/4 ounce is about the equivalent of one sugar cube. So we're going to do that, 2 dashes. Some people like to put different things, but the old-fashioned way to make an old-fashioned is with an orange peel for bourbon or lemon for rye. Since we're using this Tru Gin, which has a lot of coriander and things like that, and that this is going to complement best, so we'll use with an expressed orange twist. First, our simple. In you go. Every last bit. Not too much, not too little. 2 dashes of Angostura. Now I found if you use more than that, it becomes more cinnamon-like. If you like that, go for it. But we're going to use 2. And then, in suit and fashion for the old-fashioned, 2 ounces of the Tru Gin. Perfect. And now we're going to take our orange and we're going to express directly inside this glass and get all those essential oils right in there. Some people like to actually go along the inside rim of that and really get that, so every sip you take you're getting more of that. And I'm going to put that in now, and then a piece of ice, so when we stir to chill, it really is mixing everything together. So let's do that. Let's get the ice in there. And we're going to use 1 clear cube. Now, if you're at home or you're at a bar, you're hopefully not in the car, maybe on an airplane somewhere, and you just have different kind of ice, you know, something out of the freezer or something out of the bag, or you don't have this, that's fine. Use what you've got. We're going to use this because it's only going to chill and dilute this drink slowly and evenly. If you have a bunch of little granulated pieces of ice, you'll notice that that goes much more quickly, and it's easy to over dilute. Now if it's over diluted, you're just kind of tasting a watery mess. If you're using a really beautiful spirit like this, you want that to be right. You don't want to go too much because you can't remove the water as easily as you can putting it in. So that's why we use this one beautiful cube. Now, as we do with all of our other stirred drinks, if you like, you can use a straw and test this as you go. Now, you only really need to use a straw if you're about to serve this to somebody and you don't want to get your fingers in there or stick your nose in or sip from their glass. If you're going to present this to somebody, you use a straw. Otherwise, if you're making it for yourself, you can just sip and taste it as you go. But you should be able to determine the blossom point, they call it, which is when the spirit is infused with the rest of the sugars and botanics that we put in here, as well as diluted itself enough. And that's when it's time to sip. Let's try it now. Need to go a little bit more. Now, you can take, for example, if you were to put crushed ice or shaved ice in here, you can see how quickly that would dilute. That's an example to show why this one big piece of ice has less surface area in which it will more slowly dilute. Let's try it now. That's just right. Let's leave it at that. Now, this is a beautiful alteration on an original classic. So here we have the Old Fashioned featuring Tru Gin. Now, if you'd like to see the review we did of Tru Gin, you can find that right here. Or if you'd like to find another cocktail that we used with Tru Gin, you can find that right up there. And while you do that, I'm going to do this. It's perfection. This is even a summer drink. I mean, this is amazing. I'm going to encourage you to look at the review that we did of this incredible spirit right there. Or find out the cocktail we did right there. And if you'd like to subscribe or comment, we'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, cheers. And thanks for watching Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Malchoy. We look forward to seeing you at the next drink.